Yep.
Hello, 1 2 1 2.
You guys want to start?
Yeah, I'm good to go whenever.
Yep. Just we'll get a quick sound check in. Just rattle off some sentences or something.
Right now? Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Bill Crothers taking on William Academy, OSBA Game of the Week, second one of 2025. Bill Crothers 4-3, second in the East Division, fourth in the OSBA. They've won 2 straight games, coming off a win against Crestwood Prep and Lincoln Prep. They're led by Jacob McGregor.
All good?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you. All right.
Ooh. Holy heck. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game 2 for Game of the Week for the OSBA season. We have William Academy taking on Bill Crothers Secondary School. Big doubleheader matchup, and just right off the bat, we have Ifosa Oliogu heading to the line for 2 shots. The foul was committed. Bill Crothers, number 7, Joshua Stevens, will draw his first foul of the game. We are only just a couple seconds into this one as well. Cody, it is myself, Sydney Holmes, alongside Cody Wiles, who are doing the color commentary for today's game. Cody, is there any, I know we obviously would be regretful to not mention one of the big names coming out of William Academy today. He had recently, yesterday actually, just committed to Butler University, and that is Ifosa Oliogu.
Yeah, top 80 guy in the class of 2025. He's built like a tank, football player, you could say. It'll be interesting to see what he looks like against Bill Crothers. Hey, Bill Crothers has their own guys, so it'll be fun to see how these two match up, as Aliogo is going to drain both from the line to start.
Big matchup today is actually going to be Ifosa Oliogu, who's leading his team, Jacob McGregor, who leads his team in his own right. He's actually the league leader in points per game with 30.1 points. Almost saw that action start there. Rebound gathered by William Academy. Headed the other way now. Over to Cabella. Back up to the top. Takes in Tristan Darko. Dishes it to Oliogu. Oliogu works down low. Just off the edge of the rim.
Yeah, Aliogo physical down low there, able to get to the rim, just rolls off. You see McGregor and Aliogo already matching up in this one. That's going to be something to keep an eye on.
First offensive attempt here for Bill Crothers. We have Hamilton bringing the ball up now. Pulls it himself from beyond the arc, just off the back end of the rim. William Academy headed the other way. Oliogu tried to pass it across the key. It looked like it was headed for McKeer. It just goes directly out of bounds. So we have Bill Crothers' ball.
Yeah, a little bit of a rushed offensive sequence there for William Academy. A bit of a rough start for both teams offensively. 3 minutes in, only 2-0 for the Vikings here as we try to get the ball. Looks like it was on the stage, and I think they got it. I think we're good to go.
Hamilton bringing up the ball. Solid defense there from Tristan Darko. And Anvari takes it, goes to his left, pulls up for the jumper. Moses Anvari with the clean 2 points. We have a tie game now, 2-2.
Yeah, smooth footwork there from Anvari, able to hit the little turnaround midi jumper. That was a pretty silky smooth from Anvari there.
We have McKeer over to Tristan Darko for the three. And we have an early, quick timeout call from Bill Crothers. An early stoppage in play here for Bill Crothers. I think, again, we need to talk about immediately. William Academy is doing a fantastic job of rotating the ball. Their communication is high. What is something that Bill Crothers needs to do to kind of just look over that and to come back into this game and be more aggressive?
Yeah, screening action on the other side there was gave Bill Crothers fits, and clearly coach is not happy with that one.
Yeah, I think one of the big things, if I'm hearing him correctly, is getting over the screen. That's the biggest thing that they need to do right now, and it was done beautifully. I mean, Tristan Darko was left all alone by himself. Cabella brought up the ball. They started a good rotation. They just need to keep it consistent. So I think if they're able to do so, they can continue this momentum. But again, very close game. Both teams equally as competitive within their own division in the East. William Academy currently 3-3. Bill Crothers standing at a current 4-3, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So very competitive right now between these two teams.
Yeah, Darko is somebody you not want to leave open on the other end there for that bucket. 1/9 in the OSBA in points per game. He's now guarding. That's going to be Hamilton.
Taking it in, McGregor. And instead of the foul being called, we have a goaltending from Keone Sacco. 6'9" forward, so easy for him to get up there. He was just a bit late on the attempt.
Yeah, strong, physical, fast move by McGregor there to get to the rim and force the goaltender.
We have Tristan Darko kicking it over to Cabella. Correction over to McKeer. Back at the top now. Over to Darko. Just a bit too hard on that one for Tristan Darko. We have Bill Crothers headed the other way, taking it all the way down, kicking it low, and a beautiful one-handed take. Joshua Stevens gets himself on the board. They are now up by 1 point.
Nice feel and cut there by Stevens on offense. Number one, that's Hamilton was able to drive and penetrate the defense. Stevens was able to finish it off. And Bill Crothers starting, after that timeout, starting to respond a little bit.
We have a quick change here. Cabant is headed into the game for his first minutes. Coming out is Joshua Stevens. Hard communication just on not getting over the screen. Communication just needs to be a bit better. Hopefully this change can kind of help them do so. Pass inside, down low, tries to make his magic. a bit too hard off the backboard. Keone Sacco. Bill Crothers now. Miles Hamilton tries to go alone again. Gets blocked. He is 0-2 on solo attempts.
A great recovery there by McKeer for the stop. And then Oliogo trying to use his brute strength down low, won't go. And that's going to be another Crothers stop.
Good attempt from Sacco. We see a big man, versatile in the paint and outside of it. Didn't fall for him on that one. Taking their time now to set it up. Cabant looking for a high screen, rejects it, goes in again, solo, and another block on defense, but it's going to be a foul this time. Bit of a delay getting there. Dang McKeer draws his first foul of the game, and new sub into the game, we have Cabant headed to the line for 2.
Yeah, he was able to use his quickness there, get past the point of attack defender, and you just go right into the big's chest, and you're going to more than likely draw the call if you're the one asserting.
We're noticing a lot, though, now is their attempt to start a play, but as soon as the first pass isn't there, whoever is the point guard at the time just kind of drives it in for a solo attempt. They've been heading to the line the past 2 times, but I don't want them to get so reliant on that that's their only option.
Yeah, Crothers has had some success getting to the paint here so far. A little press out from Crothers as well, but it looks like William Academy was able to break it.
Tristan Darko out to Ifosa Oliogu. It is wide. 3-ball, a bit inconsistent. Tristan Darko, the only one who was able to knock it down. We have Bill Crothers headed the other way now. McGregor decides to keep it, dishes it all the way over to the other side of the key. Another pass up to the top with contact, but no foul called. Liam Shaw, and again, an easy layup for Keone Sacco.
Yeah, William Academy pushing the pace in transition, and the pace has really stepped up for both teams here so far.
We have a baseline inbound play here. Bit of an odd formation. Haven't really seen this. 2 lined up in front of the ball, 1 completely on the opposite side of the key. And immediately intercepted by Oliogu. Takes it, no one with him. A bit too excited. Bounces right off of his knee. Another attempt here from Bill Crothers. Let's see if they're able to kind of get something concrete set up on offense here. McGregor.
Yeah, right now it seems pretty ISO heavy for Bill Crothers. McGregor really trying to take Oliogo off the dribble. Let's see if they want to run more sets offensively or if they want to try to use the screen or pick and roll more. It looks like it's just pretty ISO heavy right now. It looks like they're doing it again.
McGregor back at Oliogu. Not good. Darko taking it the other way now. Still has it, still fighting with it. Tries to pass it off to Sacco. Miscommunication there. Sacco ran away from Darko's pass. But we have a foul call.
Yeah, a bit of a sloppy start. Nothing too uncommon, though, when it comes to prep basketball. Both teams have had some time off. And, you know, you see these teams starting to get into the rhythm a little bit as time goes on. But, yeah, it's been a pretty sloppy, fast-paced first quarter. First halfway through the quarter, looks like Crothers is up by 1 at the moment.
We have 2 subs coming in for William Academy. Progress, Amaphodon, and Trust Odia have headed into the game.
Crothers using the pick and roll with Shaw now.
Strong defense from William Academy, not allowing them to get the easy pick and roll option. Liam Shaw, I don't know if he called bank, but I think we'll allow it anyways. Beautiful 3 there from Liam Shaw to kind of crack the suspense from his team. They needed a basket. Good on him to kind of get it going. Trying to get something started here for William Academy. Mafedon over to Oliogu. Oliogu inside, trying to get a low pass to Odia. Can't seem to get it to go. We have the Colts headed the other way. Up pass over to McGregor. Bounces in and out. Just able to keep it in bounds. Tristan Darko headed the other way for William Academy. Taking it himself. It was like a Euro step, spin move off the other defender. Fantastic there from Darko.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty. William Academy pushed it in transition and were able to finish.
Bit of an early shot there for Cabant. Headed the other way. Oliogu on the wing. Takes it left-handed. Dishes it all the way to the outside. Has time and space. Unfortunately, he can't get it to go. Odia headed the other way now. Bill Crothers.
Yeah, you'll live with that shot if you're William Academy. Great dish by Oliogu. Just couldn't get it to go. It was a good look, though.
McGregor again, another solo drive, a good attempt. It's just not dropping for him in this time.
Looks like we got the trap going here.
Somehow able to get the pass off. Liam Shaw gets the rebound, headed back now. Caban, bit of a, I don't want to say a surprise, but not many people in William Academy were expecting him to pull, but he looks like he's very comfortable. Definitely a threat from beyond the arc for Bill Crothers.
Yeah, that was an early shot there, but it went in, so you can't complain, right?
Again, a follow-up three is no good for William Academy. Back the other way now, pushing the ball hard, going for the alley-oop. Unfortunately, a bit too close to the rim. They're going to head it back. Cabant now at the top, going for a solo drive. Looking for someone to pass to. McGregor with the screen, passes it over to McGregor. Goes up again. That's 0-3 for him on the right-hand side, but Tristan Darko pushing the space. And he's able to draw the foul. Tristan Darko grabs the immediate rebound off of the missed layup from McGregor. He's now headed to the line for two.
Yeah, McGregor struggling at the rim a little bit to start here. William Academy doing a great job at contesting at the rim, and then they're able to get those stops and push in transition, and you see that led to Darko being able to get to the line. William Academy down by 5. It was a great response from Bill Crothers after that first time out. I think that was like a minute into the game.
Exactly.
Crothers has come out and responded. Still struggling a bit on offense, but they got the 5-point lead. Would like to see them get back in transition a little bit more because William is really trying to push the pace.
A new sub into the game, Cameron Ewers for William Academy has checked in.
Darko 9th in the OSBA in points per game with 15.5. He adds on 4.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, which is 5th in the OSBA. So, Oliogo might get a lot of the headlines, but number 6, Tristan Darko, is just doing his thing alongside.
And that's such a true testament. I mean, he's always been consistent for his team and nothing short now. Again, McGregor with the ball on the wing. Another drive on the right. He's finally found it after 3 missed attempts. The 4th goes in. Beautiful way to kind of take the monkey off of your back. We have William Academy headed the other way now. Darko with the ball. Passing it all the way over to Cabella. Cabella with it now. A handoff to Odia. Odia trying to make something happen. Drives in. And they count the basket. Never mind, no basket. They call the foul. Was it before the shot?
Yeah, looks like they're going to call a foul on the floor. Looks like his feet were moving, even though Bill Crothers isn't happy with the call. And looks like that's going to be a timeout for Bill Crothers.
There was a new sub into the game for Bill Crothers. Number 2, Sang Pinnock, has checked into the game.
I want to talk about Bill Crothers' last offensive possession where McGregor was finally able to finish those one at the rim. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was able to get that going when Oliogo was out of the game. Oliogo takes a seat. McGregor's able to attack a different player. I believe that was on number 4, Imafidon, and he was able to get it going. So I wonder if William Academy, if they'll continue to match Oliogo up on McGregor, because McGregor hasn't done much at all this game. So it's an interesting matchup to keep following because, hey, McGregor was able to get to the basket when Oliogo was not on.
For sure, and I think going into this game, the marquee matchup was between those 2 point guards. Even though sometimes they can kind of fall into a position where they're not carrying the ball, they're natural playmakers, regardless if they have the ball in their hands or not. But again, I think that's a good test to McGregor's ability is, are you able to go up against those marquee players? And this is a true test between players that you're going to kind of be competing against all season. So if he's not really able to pull it out when Oliogu's on the floor, it's a good testament to show of things that he has to work on to kind of improve for the rest of the season.
And yeah, don't forget, McGregor's in the 2026 class, so he's a year younger, one of the best scorers, in not just his class, in all the OSBA right now. So it's a big challenge against Oliogo, who is one of the most heavily recruited players in Canada since Leonard Miller, holding offers from Alabama, Oregon, Auburn, and others. So it's a fun matchup to keep your eyes on.
Darko inbounds it to Odia. Trust Odia over Liam Shaw again. Fighting through traffic. He gets it over Grant. We have it now. Bill Crothers, Kabam bringing up the ball. Grant sets a screen. Rolls inside. Can't use him. Over to Shaw on the corner. Shaw one dribble, picks it up again. McGregor with it now. We have Grant fighting for space down low. On the far side, Sang Pinnock, but McGregor pulls it. And he draws the foul.
Yeah, a bit of a tough, clunky offensive position there from Crothers. They get it in McGregor's hands, looking to create something, and he was able to draw the foul. McGregor leading the OSBA in points, over 30 per game. First on the most recent OSBA MVP watch list, and we're just talking about pretty impressive for a class of 2026.
I think looking at all the competition that we have in this game right now, and with how close the score is, I mean, we're only with a margin of 4 points, so it's still right now very competitive. There are both on multiple levels within these players. There's high levels of competition, so I think this is going to be a very competitive game. We have Darko bringing up the ball now for William Academy. Kicks it over to the side now. Back up to the top with Grant. Back over. Taking his time, Odia. And he's called on the travel. Got a bit excited. Cabello was right there to kind of get the ball and put it right back up, but
yeah, William Academy looks like they've been dominating in the paint on both ends of the floor so far. They're contesting really well on defense. They're getting multiple O boards on offense. Going to be interesting to see how Bill Crothers kind of counteracts that.
McGregor now taking up the ball. Shaw trying to give him a screen. He ignores it. McGregor pulls up just off the backhand side of the rim. Oliogu bringing the ball up now. Takes it to the left. Tries to draw the foul. Nothing given, and we have a change in possession. Bill Crothers taking it the other way. Fantastic effort from Jalen Pinnock.
Yeah, physical defense there. Looked like he might have got hit in the head, but doesn't matter what I think. The ref said it was clean. That's going to be a turnover. Bill Crothers ball.
We have Cabot now. Shaw looking to set up the screen. Gabon doesn't take it. Solo drive. Kicks it over to McGregor. Trying his best, and it gets stripped from Oliogu all alone. I think everybody in this gym expected there to be a dunk, but
yeah,
a simple layup will do.
A little too much there from McGregor on the other end. Big turnover. You know, the ball kind of stops when it gets to him. The ball doesn't really move when it gets to him. He's looking to score. He's looking to ISO. So we'll see what Bill Crothers can do on offense right now.
Bont now. I think everyone is unsure of what they're running. Looks like Cabon's going to be forced to take a three. And that is short. Oliogu pushing the pace all the way up. Completely easy layup there from Ivani Cabella.
Yeah, rough offensive possessions here for Bill Crothers. A couple times down. William Academy was able to cut it down to a 3-point lead. It's going to be a timeout, I believe, with not much time left on the score. A lot of frustration coming up from Bill Crothers right now.
I think we're looking at, regardless of the play attempts that both teams are trying to run, the communication is just a lot higher with William Academy at this moment. I think we've seen flashes with Bill Crothers. They have the ability to run strong plays, and we've seen it, but there's a lot of solo basketball running right now. We've seen there's a lot of solo drives happening. There's a lot of solo actions. And the communication's falling. They're not able to kind of get into a good flow, and that's the reason for this quick timeout. I mean, again, they're up within 3 points, so the game is still competitive. It's not really dropping the way they want it to.
Well, you would, by the way Bill Crothers is acting, you would think they're down by 10, but no, they actually have the 3-point lead. Some communication errors on offense here. You'll see that in prep basketball. You know, these guys don't get a ton of games in the OSBA, so little miscommunications like that, especially when they've had some time off with the Christmas break and all of that, for sure miscommunications are prone to happen.
1 second attempt, no such luck, and we have the end of the first quarter here. We have William Academy down. Bill Crothers up 19-16 at the end of the first quarter. Still very competitive though, Cody.
Yeah, very competitive game to start. You saw the pace sort of pick up as the quarter went along, it was getting physical there towards the end too. You can tell the defensive intensity is starting to pick up a little bit as they get more comfortable. Seems like William Academy has the advantage in the paint. When we mentioned McGregor was having troubles finishing at the rim, honestly, Bill Crothers is struggling to really get to the paint in general. A lot of their play has come on the perimeter to start this game. And then for William Academy, they've been playing great defense. Even though they're down, they have their own issues on offense. But, the likes of Darko really started the offensive train rolling for William to start the quarter. And they haven't really gotten much else from anybody on offense outside of Darko to start here.
I agree.
It's been, like I said, these teams have had some time off. As the game continues to roll on, we should start seeing some more cohesive offense.
We are back now into the start of the second quarter. Oliogu passes the ball over to a new check into the game, Miguel Hunt. Back to Oliogu.
Oh, I would like to see Oliogu attack that. Much smaller defender, and that was able to cause a turnover there. I would love the Oliogu to attack that matchup.
Massive hesitation on his part. Hopefully he can kind of counteract that the next time they're on offense. Bill Crothers now. Miles Hamilton trying to get something going, takes it to his left, fakes it, dishes it over to McGregor. One-handed pass again back to Hamilton. He pulls up just shy. A fantastic rebounded effort from Grant. Goes up again on two defenders, and he draws the foul. Shea Grant headed to the line for two.
Great effort and physicality there by Grant down low, kind of saving that possession, because on this first offensive possession for Bill Crothers, they're still settling for a lot of that mid-range and perimeter play, so Grant was able to bail out that possession with his effort.
First one unsuccessful. Hopefully to knock down the second here. Goes 0 for 2 from the line. We have Oliogu now. Over to Cabella. Back up to Bakir. Back to Cabella. Over now. Miguel Hunt forced to kick it back and bounce. Sacco trying his best to put it back up. An out of bounds is called, but still William Academy possession. 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, not much movement there on that last possession by William Academy. A lot of swings around the perimeter. They were eventually able to probe and get a decent look, but they'll remain with the ball here.
A quick inbound inside to Oliogu. He goes up the first time unsuccessful, so they call the foul. He's headed to the line for two. Two subs checking into the game. We have Victor Akinyemi checking in alongside Moses Anvari.
Anvari checking in third in the OSBA in blocks per game with a little over 2. they're going to need him to be big in this one, especially with the post presence that William Academy brings, and the effort they bring down in the paint. And Vari will be a key matchup in this one as well.
Unsuccessful with the first. Unsuccessful with the second. Back-to-back 0-2 from the free throw line. No one can seem to knock it down. We have Miles Hamilton now bringing up the ball. Handoff to McGregor. McGregor from far off the front end of the rim. What a strong board presence from Ann Vari. Beautiful attacking the basket there. William Academy, Oliogu from long way beyond the line. McKeer just off the backboard. A solid attempt there, some high-level defense.
Yeah, you're seeing Bill Crothers get some offensive points here by their second chance efforts and their offensive rebounding. This was not really present in the first quarter, but to start the second quarter, they're being a lot more active on the boards, and it's turned out great for them.
McGregor now. Oliogu, the two-handed jam. Beautiful defense from William Academy, but we are pushing it now the other way. Bill Crothers, bit of pep in their step. And Vari over to Sang Pinnock. Again, just shy, back the other way now. Miguel Hunt dishes it down. Cabella, high off the glass, unsuccessful. McGregor now with time. Solo drive.
Bill Crothers once again still struggling to finish at the rim here. That's a couple possessions now. It was a bit of a sloppy sequence there for both teams with shots at the rim going haywire, but it's going to be interesting to see who is going to be better at finishing at the rim. Can Bill Crothers continue to improve in that area, or are they going to have to settle for perimeter points all the time?
Solid defensive attempt there. Keani Sacco coming in great for his team. We have William Academy. We have Tristan Darko checking back into the game as well. He's going to be bringing up the ball. And stripped. Since he's been in this game, coming off the bench, Sang Pinnock, phenomenal defense from him. He's been very consistent on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's got his hands on a couple of balls now, so he's making his presence felt in one way or another.
Bill Crothers now. Hamilton with the ball. Spin off of Grant. One-handed. Beautiful effort. Spin move to get Grant off of him, or Darko off of him, sorry, and a beautiful one-handed finish. We have William Academy headed the other way. Oliogu solo drive. They have head contact now.
Yeah, Oliogu able to get by the defender, be patient, throw up the pump fake, gets Envari in the air, and now he's heading to the line.
An interesting position there. Envari was actually positioned well to kind of just take the foul straight on, but instead he kind of jumps up and says and takes himself a little bit out of it. So hopefully he's able to counteract that the next play down.
Yeah, when you're already trailing the defender, it's hard to really recover at that point, especially when the offensive player is going to get you in the air. You're most likely going to be fouling. It's just a matter if it's going to be for an and one or if it's going to the line for two.
Into the corner now. Sang Pinnock, no one to give it to. I want to say there was kind of all over the place a little bit, but I mean a clean finish there from Miles Hamilton from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it worked out, and Vari was able to keep his dribble alive, kick it out to Hamilton, and Hamilton was able to drain it.
Tristan Darko, and a foul is called. It's the first foul, I believe, from Sang Pinnock. Phenomenal defense so far in this game for him. We have two substitutions checking back into the game for Bill Crothers. We have Joshua Stevens and Caban checking back into the game, and we have a timeout call.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be on William Academy, and yeah, they're still not able to break this Bill Crothers defense. They're struggling to really score. You saw Sang Pinnock able to get his hands on a couple of balls, force some turnovers, And the defensive intensity for Bill Crothers really stepped up since that timeout in the first quarter. Like you can see, they've really been starting to guard their you-know-what's off, and it's resulted in a 7-point lead.
The highest lead that we've seen so far in this game, 26-19 in Bill Crothers' favor.
Yeah, the perimeter defense for Bill Crothers has stepped up, and William Academy is struggling to get down low, but it's when William Academy does get low, they're able to use their size against Crothers, but Bill Crothers is just not letting them do that.
Darko with the ball now, over to Oliogu. Oliogu trying to make something happen, kicks it out, ball down low, and Mafedon. Oliogu with the board, and the 2 to go. Fantastic effort from William Academy, beautiful passing.
Yeah, that's a great possession. Oliogu just draws so much attention. He's able to kick it out to the wing. One more, got a good look, and then he was able to get that over and put it back up.
Shaw, all alone, kicks it out. Trying to get the play reset here.
They're going to blitz him.
Again, Shaw takes it in. Bit of a miscommunication there where the referees were able to decide that there was a foul, or a travel actually, committed by Liam Shaw. So we have William Academy ball headed the other way now.
Yeah, Academy sent 2 to the ball there on Cabana. Crothers a little throw. Shaw was open. Unfortunately, got tangled up there as a result of travel.
Oliogu with the ball at the top now. Takes it in, a solo drive, kicks it all the way out to Darko. Again, off the back end of the rim, solid rebound, Sacco up, fights, steps out of bounds before he tries to make the pass in, so we have Colts ball now.
You're seeing the advantages that Oliogu is creating on offense. He's drawing so much attention. He's able to get into the paint, and he's being very unselfish. He's kicking it out to teammates. They're just not hitting the shots. They're getting good looks, and they're only down 5. So you got to think, if some of these looks start to go in, then William Academy can have this tied up or be in.
Just as we were kind of mentioning how fantastic he's playing, an early substitution there. Solid defense from Sacco, and a travel is called. That's exactly what we talk about standing there, taking the contact. Beautiful defense, way to stand there like a brick wall for Keani Sacco.
Yeah, Sacco just ate that like a man. That was back-to-back travels now for Crothers. A couple of turnovers now. That was one of the things allowing William Academy to get back and see that they was created once again for
all the way by himself. Tristan Darko did have to fight through a lot of contact to get it into the hands of McKeer, but beautiful effort, beautiful 3. But the Colts are headed the other way now. An easy block from Sacco.
Yeah, you saw William Academy come in a little zone press there, a little diamond press, and was able to result in the block.
Taking their time now, 16 seconds on the shot clock, but the ball is pulled. Sacco grabs it one-handed, spin move, and up again for the 2 points.
Yeah, Sacco, the biggest guy in the court, making his presence felt on both ends with the block on the other, and then he's able to put it up for the tough 2 on offense.
Shaw from the corner, off the back end of the rim. Dang McKeer over to Darko. Darko solo drive. Miles Hamilton solo drive, straight up, draws the foul. He's headed to the line for 2.
Yeah, Hamilton playing very physically for Bill Crothers, getting downhill, pushing the pace, and that's what you got to do when you have somebody like Sacco on the other side who's the biggest guy on the court. You got to beat him down there, and Hamilton was able to use his physicality and get to the line. And just like that, William Academy was able to take the lead. You saw a couple travels for Bill Crothers, and William Academy, those, you know, they're starting to hit some shots out. They're consistently creating advantages, they were it looks like Oliogo's going to check back in for William, and he's one of those guys that has been creating those advantages.
A quick breath there for Oliogo. Checked right back into the game.
That was quick.
Very quick. I think I thought that they were doing pretty well without him for a second, but maybe it was just to kind of allow him to catch his breath. Sacco inside now. Going to work down low on Shaw. Right over him, making it look easy. Sacco with another 2 points.
Yeah, he's the biggest player on the floor, and they're going to start running a little offense through him. He's heating up a little bit. Why not?
Hamilton with the ball, pulls it up. Miles Hamilton calls bank once again.
That's the second bank shot for Bill Crothers.
Oliogo, spin move. Slam. Straight downtown from Oliogo. Headed back now the other way, the Colts.
My goodness gracious, he got up there. I did not think he was going to dunk that down, but he just kept going, and threw it down. Strong physical wing, that's Oliogo's game, getting downhill. And look at him digging in on defense now and almost causing a turnover.
Inside Shaw, downtown. Can't get it. Again, I will say, the argument to make is Liam Shaw's just equally as tall as Sacco is. That was an easy two-handed layup that he could have gotten off. I don't know if it was nerves. I don't know if he just felt the defensive presence, but wasn't able to get that one off.
Been saying it all game. William has been dominating the paint, and they're doing what they want down low. To get down there and produce on offense, and we're talking about Bill Crothers cannot score at the rim right now. That's been the biggest guy. It's allowed William to get
Oliogo now with the ball. Over to Cabella. Inside to Sacco. Across the key. Odia back to Sacco from beyond the arc. Rolls out.
Saw Sacco was gone to protection, made a nice skip pass. Williams created these advantages. They were stopping the shots to fall.
Solid block from Sacco coming out of nowhere. Pulls up again off the front end of the end for Anvari. Nothing can seem to go down here for both brothers. A fast on rotation though. Cabella through two defenders. Patience reaches over to the far edge of the rim. Gets the 2 points to go. We have the Colts ball now. Miles Hamilton putting in the work for his team, just off on that one. Odia looking into Oliogo, and he just making it look easy out there from the one-handed slams to the layup through contact.
He's just the best athlete on the floor, and he's just using that athleticism to do what he wants.
Comeback three for Moses Anvari. We have Cam Ewers bringing up the ball. Over to Cabella. Inside to Sacco now. Sacco dishes it all the way down. Patience. Coming from Ewers, unable to get the layup to go though. Pushing the pressure. Colts looking inside. High pass. The dish was trying to go to Anvari, but he keeps it though. Joshua Stevens over to Shaw. Sacco all the way up to Odia. Fights through contact and gets the layup.
Yeah, William Academy pushing the pace. They've been doing it, and that's going to result in another 2 points at the rim. William Academy going off in the paint.
Trying to get something going here. Solo take, block, and we got off the foot of Cabant. We have William Academy ball.
Hey, another Bill Crothers attempt at the rim, and another stop for William Academy defending them. I mean, that's been the story. I don't want to keep mentioning it, but that's what keeps happening. Bill Crothers, when they try to attempt to get to the rim, it's not going down. And so they got to settle for long perimeter, and the shots they're taking are just not high percentage looks, and William Academy now has the lead.
A quick timeout call for William Academy. I think they're just trying to maybe do a little bit of a shakeout, get the communication heavy, but this is their first lead, like you mentioned, Cody, 37-33 of the game. We're just a couple, I want to say about, last time I checked, it was roughly 40 seconds away until halftime. So, I mean, as I will say on both sides, communication's kind of been lacking at different points of the game, but it seems now that William Academy have just kind of fallen more into a solid form, and Bill Crothers is actually in the position for the first time where they're actually chasing the lead.
Yeah, William, they're executing. They're executing. They're creating advantages on offense. And I mentioned, if they were able to knock some of these open shots that they're consistently creating, this could be a double-digit lead pretty easily. Bill Crothers should be a bit lucky, or should feel a bit lucky that William Academy's shots aren't going down, because it's not like they're stopping them. It's William just missing those shots. Bill Crothers had a little run there with Pinnock to start the quarter where he was really giving problems on the perimeter. Looks like he's checking back in now, and he'll check Oliogo. He's able to force a couple turnovers earlier, so look at him picking up full court.
He's like been the most consistent, I would say, on defense. He gets really low, he has fast feet, and he doesn't allow the offensive player to really easily beat him. There's always a battle. Cabella now, easy three, right off of the timeout call. Something worked.
And then William back to that diamond press, going to force a turnover, but they're going to give it right back.
We have a foul call. Cameron Ear's first foul of the game for him.
Yeah, we saw William on that last offensive possession, little dribble handoff action. But yeah, look at this press. A little box press here now for William. And Vardy's able to get to the middle floor. That's exactly how you break it. Bill Crothers down now.
So close for the two-handed slam there. Moses Invari instead is going to be headed to the line for two. But I want to mention Jalen Sang-Pinnock, beautiful drive from baseline, bounce pass inside to Invari, beautiful heads-up play.
Yeah, nice cut there by Invari as well to get to the line. And that's what they need. If they're able to penetrate the William defense and get to the rim, instead of attempting these shots at the rim, which haven't been going so well. You know, you got Sacco down low who's blocking shots, or there's just a lid on the rim at the contest with Oliogo and Sacco. Maybe start dishing.
Shaw with another rebound. Beautiful inside work there from Shaw. Fighting for it again. This time William Academy gets it off. Cabella. And the basket is good. Extends his arm as fast as he could. Most people were calling on for his team to shoot it, but he knew he had the extra seconds, so beautiful layup, beautiful 2 points to kind of close out the first half here. We're looking at 42-33 in favor of the home team, William Academy. We'll be back in a couple minutes to kind of lead you into the second half of play. seconds away from tipping off in the first half. William Academy take the lead 42-33 over Bill Crothers. But I feel like this score is kind of a misrepresentation of how close it actually was during the first half of play. Minor mistakes coming from both sides. Hopefully they're able to kind of counteract that. Cody, what was the biggest thing you saw we'll start with Bill Crothers coming out of that first half?
Yeah, I think they had strong defensive spurts towards the end of the first quarter after that timeout 30 seconds in. I think that whole first quarter they defended well. Just need to see better offensive execution from them. They struggled to finish at the rim, were settling a lot on the perimeter, and William was dominating in the paint. So I think that's the biggest thing. Love to see how Bill Crothers kind of adjust for that, because Oliogo, Sacco, they've been doing their thing for the Vikings.
And now moving over to William Academy, bit of a miscommunication there. I think they're trying to say the ball didn't go out of bounds. Refs say it did, but again, refs' words are law. So talking now about William Academy, what was something you noticed from them in the first half?
The paint dominance. Oliogo able to get down, create advantages. They were getting looks all first half. Look at them right now, starting to create another advantage. Better defense, though, from Bill Crothers, but that's been their key, getting good looks, and that's another good look right at the rim, and it will just roll out. But in the first half, those were the type of shots that were going down.
Again, if you are just tuning in with us, we have myself, Sydney Holmes, alongside Cody Wiles here to bring you all the commentary needs you will desire for this game. Game 2 of Game of the Week for the 2025 new year. We have the Bill Crothers Colts taking on the William Academy Vikings.
Let's see what Bill Crothers does offensively here.
High screen from Shaw. Takes it back. Solo drive, and Vari up again. They call him on an out-of-bounds play. There's a strong hesitation there, coming from Liam Shaw. They're trying to say that he had the space to shoot it, but he overthink it. So hopefully next time down he's not going to make the same mistake.
Yeah, clunky offense again from Bill Crothers. You saw Vari and McGregor right beside each other on the wing. And Vari was able to get back to the paint, but stepped out of bounds. And Bill Crothers now applying a little pressure as well, but looks like they'll back off after the inbounds play.
Yeah, Oliogu bringing up the ball now. Low corner, Trust Odia. Back to Oliogu. Trust Odia thought he was there, but he was a massive step late. Great way to kind of fight through contact there, but we have the Colts taking the ball the other way.
Yeah, usually on those, that's on the ball handler. Gotta wait for the big to get set, or else you're gonna get called for that every day. The Academy once again bringing some pressure.
McGregor now with it on the wing. And Vari might be there to set him a screen. He ignores it. And again, tries to force himself through contact, but he was forcing himself through two players, McGregor. Unfortunate error. We have William Academy ball now.
Yeah, he made a nice initial move to get past the first defender. Just got kind of tangled up with the help side and wasn't able to execute once he got past that first drive.
A solo attempt, completely uncontested. Cameron Ewers, his first points of the half. Miles Hamilton with the ball. Some high pressure coming from Miguel Hunt. And we have an offensive foul.
Yeah, a moving screen right back for Bill Crothers. Again, lots of miscommunications here offensively and defensively. Same sort of problems that were happening in the first half for the Colts.
Oliogu, solo drive, but he kicks it out, and they have an offensive foul called.
That's 3 straight offensive fouls. Looks like they're going to get Oliogu for the hook there. You saw his right arm kind of use that to push away the defender. You can't do that. That's a newer rule in basketball, I would say. But Bill Crothers going to get it right back, down by 11 now. So got to start seeing some good offensive possessions here.
Again, keeping up with the high pressure. Miles Hamilton bringing it down. Miguel Hunt playing some solid defense. Over to McGregor. Back down to Singh Pinnock. Over to Shaw. Again, fantastic effort from Bill Crothers. Beautiful offensive rotation, able to get 2 points. Now we have William Academy. Oliogu, solid defense brought on him. But solid defense doesn't really affect him, I guess. Easy two-handed layup off the spin move. Miles Hamilton now.
Pinnock's fast, he has good hands, but Olioga's just too big and has too good a footwork.
We have a foul called. First foul of the game for Miguel Hunt, calling him on a reaching foul. We have a baseline for the Colts. Sang Pinnock will be inbounding the ball. Looking at the top for McGregor, wide open. Easy finger roll layup, something he does all the time. Jacob McGregor. Miguel Hunt over to Ewers. Ewers fights through contact and is treated with a foul. A foul was called on Shea Grant.
Yeah, and Grant and Shaw were both there contesting. Looks like it was just a little too physical. I'm not sure if the foul was on the hands or the body, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I like Bill Crothers aggressively defending the rim there. And unfortunately, just stuff like that's gonna happen when you're going up and contesting.
Mixed foul shots or missed foul shot story, but again, they get the offensive board. Oliogu puts it in for the 2 points.
Once again, Oliogu getting to the rim and
Shaw unsuccessful. Good attempt though. Pushing the pace. Some strong. It was a good attempt. I think Miguel Hunt caught Oliogu watching a little bit. As we know with basketball IQ is if you have one player kind of dragging into the middle of the key, you need someone else kind of floating with them to give them the outlook pass if there's not any kind of possession going towards the net. So a bit of a miscommunication there on William Academy's part. McGregor, knocked down 3 from McGregor. Headed the other way. William Academy, the score is looking at 48-40. I think they're looking for the extra one there. Not to worry, the Colts headed the other way. McGregor again, 2 points. Sang Pinnock with the assist.
yeah, Pinnock forcing that turnover. He's done that 3 or 4 times now. He is really being handsy at the point of attack. Looks like he's going to add a little physicality there. A little too much physicality there.
We have 2 checking into the game here for William Academy. Tristan Darko checks back into the game, and Dang McKeer. After being down 11 points, there's only a 6-point deficit separating William Academy with the lead of 48 to Bill Crothers with 42. Anybody's game. 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Darko over inside to Sacco. Sacco tries to go to work. Solid defense. Again, Grant not going to make it easy. Darko takes it in through contact. Hard hit to the head there from Darko. Good effort to fight through contact, but at the end of the day, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Way to attack the paint. Out of control pass. That was a wild attempt, but he's able to draw the contact downhill.
Trying their best to use their sneakers to clean up the sweat mark there on the floor. Unsuccessful on the first shot. I mean, I think on both sides, if this was me, my coach, when we were in rep, she called a timeout because we were missing so many foul shots and specifically made us run a suicide because we were missing so many. I don't think that would work at this level. But, I mean, I would definitely, if we had a percentage lower than 50, she would make us run in practice. Yeah. You know what? fully uncontested the entire way, coast to coast. Slaps the backboard on the way as well to just add the cherry on top. And Vari over to Shaw. Wide open Shaw off the front end of the rim. Just needs to bend his knees a little bit more.
Shaw struggled for three. He's had a bunch of good looks at the time he takes it. Just hasn't been able to find one go.
Shot clock's at 6. Interception. Williams with it. Hamilton with it, sorry. Hamilton going to the line for 2. Checks into the game for Bill Crothers. A substitution that we missed earlier for William Academy. Number 8, David Williams, is checked into the game. Finally, someone's broken the curse. We have one made free throw. Finally looks like an offensive play is going to be ran here for William Academy. Darko with it now, pulls up. Off the backboard, doesn't get it. Williams gathers the rebound. Oliogu, two-handed dagger.
Oliogu finishing at the rim. Been saying that all night he once again was able to do that. We saw Bill Crothers kind of going into that zone to try to prevent William Academy from getting to the rim, but William Academy was able to move the ball around, get that zone in rotation, and they were able to get a really good look at the rim with Oliogu.
I think to your point as well, when you talk about going into a zone, it allows you to kind of put yourself in a position where you're checking the offensive team a little bit. It's like you're allowing them to use their basketball IQ to kind of adjust themselves, so they really have to think on the fly, because the coach isn't going to be able to anticipate that quickly, the defense that you're going to run, if you just kind of switch it on the fly like that. So it was a good decision. I'm curious if they're going to stick with it on this possession. It looks like they might be falling into the same kind of position again, so I know a lot of people think that just when you run a zone that you're kind of allowing yourself to just get 3 after 3 taken on you, but not necessarily. You just have to play an attacking zone. Shaw got that through traffic. Miles Hamilton unable to get that to go. Darko now passes it down low to Sacco, over to Kabaya. Oliogu solo drive through Shaw, through contact, and again gets the 2 points.
His footwork, athleticism, and just feel getting downhill is truly superb. You see why he's a top 80 class in all of 2025 and why he's a recent commit 4-star to Butler.
Completely wide open, but Sacco gathers it. Up, easy, 2-handed slam, doesn't get it. Darko gets the layup, and we have a timeout call from Bill Crothers.
Bill Crothers had it cut down to single digits, and a little explosion there from William Academy, getting it back up to 11. That's just been the thing from Bill Crothers. They've had these spurts, these moments of good defensive intensity and making shots on offense, and then it just kind of goes away, and then William Academy puts the pedal to the metal, and they're able to really extend these leads back out again.
It seems that every time, I mean, we'll kind of talk about the benefits for Bill Crothers' coaching staff. They don't really let the mistakes run. As soon as they see something that needs to be solved, they call a timeout immediately, and they allow themselves to kind of correct it as they see it, which, I mean, good on them, because I knew it was hard for me when I was playing to kind of recall back the mistake that I made a couple minutes ago and fix it. So sometimes it's a lot easier just to kind of call it as you see it. The hard part with that is it seems like every time out there's just such a lot of miscommunication coming from the team themselves, the players themselves. There's a lot of miscommunication coming between them of what's the right play to kind of run, who are we going through, and you shouldn't be seeing that this late in the season.
The Colts have responded out of timeouts before, and there you go. That's a great pass by Hamilton to find the rolling Anvari, and then to get a good look and go to the line. So responding out of the timeout, Bill Crothers has been able to do that. Let's see what they can do now when they're coming back on defense.
Knocks down the first one. Moses Anvari goes 2 for 2. Thankfully, somebody makes their free throws in this game. We got Darko now taking the ball up for William Academy.
Back in his zone is Bill Crothers.
Cabea over to Darko, back from beyond the arc, unsuccessful. McKeer. Cabant. We have a foul called now. 2 shots. Cabant headed to the line.
That's a couple of solid possessions there for Bill Crothers. Getting to the line, drawing contact, responding really well this time out. And you see when they're switching into that zone, 1, it's allowing them to defend the paint a little bit better. 2, they're able to defensive rebound a bit better. And that was a little bit of a struggle in the first half, and they're doing a bit of a better job at it now.
Looking at the score right now, we have Bill Crothers trailing by only 7 after they were down 11. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this game. Or remaining, I should say, in the third quarter. We still got a whole other quarter to go after this. Darko now back down to McKeer from beyond the arc. Sacco. And they call Sacco with a push over the back. I think the problem with this too is that naturally, given his height, with his natural ability, he's able to reach over players. The problem is though, is depending on his position, it may look like he's pushing from behind to get that position. It's kind of hard to call in situations like that.
I mean, in my opinion, that didn't look too much like an over the back. McGregor was late on the box out, and it just looked like Sacco went straight up to grab it. He was talking with the ref, and I think I'm in agreement with him. It fell right into his hands. McGregor was late on the box out. To me, that isn't an over the back, but again, doesn't matter what I think because I'm not the one making the call.
You know what? So true. We need to get that on a t-shirt somewhere. Darko.
Bill Crothers back in the man now, switching it up.
Dang McKeer. Sacco with it. Tries to go back in on Shaw. Shaw, good defense, but nothing matched for Sacco. An easy interception. Caught him watching. Two-handed slam. Progress and Mathedon. His first dunk of the game gets the whole bench and crowd hyped.
Yeah, that's a lazy pass by Cabant. Much easier, but that was a really nice step back. Was able to go down though. William Academy now. This is what I mean. When they get the momentum, they start to push the pace and they go hard. Here's Darko getting to the paint. Nice kick out.
Quick passes. And a 3-dagger. Dang McKeer. The momentum is slowly shifting more and more into William Academy's advantage. Colts still in it though. Nothing to take for granted here in this game. Again, another offensive mistake. Looking for it. Goes for the layup.
Yeah, William Academy, like I mentioned, when they were feeling it, they were really feeling it. Bill Crothers was getting some good looks on defense there when they were in the zone, but another turnover. William Academy was just pushing the pace there.
It's a way to not get complacent, a way to run back on defense. Cabant, solid block. Again, you talk about graduation years. He's still 2 years away from graduating. In 2027 as his year, so with as aggressive as he's been playing now, you can only imagine how he's going to be come his senior year. Darko successful. And a bit of an interesting Sang Pinnock taking the ball up. Over to Hamilton. Back to Pinnock. See what he's going to do here. Kicks it to McGregor. Very delayed, but we have a 3-second violation instead called on Liam Shaw.
Yeah, another Bill Crothers turnover on offense. This end of this third quarter, the second half offensively, has been really rough. It's allowed William Academy to extend it out to a 15-point lead as Bill Crothers back into it again.
Sacco over to Odia. Straight up. Shaw just a step behind. Easy layup there from Trust Odia. Hamilton with it now. Over to Sang Pinnock. Trying to get something going. Dribbles it, takes it himself. Off the back end of the rim. Darko pulls it. And that's good. We got everything in William Academy's favor right now. We got 6 seconds remaining. Are they going to get the final basket to go? McGregor off the front end of the rim, and that is a no. During this third quarter, I think it's safe to say the final 2 minutes was completely in control of William Academy. They dominated the final 2 minutes of that quarter. Score right now is 72-52 in William Academy's favor. 20 points. This is the biggest lead that they've had so far in this game. Cody, what was the biggest thing you were seeing in benefit for William Academy so far?
They were getting stops. Bill Crothers they had 3 or 4 turnovers in a row there. Couldn't get the shots to fall, couldn't get good looks. Then William Academy was getting out in transition, and they were finishing at the basket. So tough for Bill Crothers there to end that third. They had it down, to 6 points, I believe, at one point. Yep. And now William Academy has blown it up to 20. I thought Bill Crothers had some good defense there when they were in the zone. I thought they were being able to defend a little bit better. They went back to the man. William Academy was able to score out of it, but it looked like Bill Crothers was making some headway, but then some turnovers on offense, some sloppiness, and William Academy getting out and running and getting to the rim. That's what has caused this 20-point lead.
I think you have to look at Bill Crothers as well. As we saw at the beginning of the game, it was a lot of me-ball, and it was a lot of solo effort drives, and you can't do that, especially not against a roster like William Academy, where they thrive off of team basketball. They thrive off of having multiple options. There's bigs like Sacco, who's 6'9", and he can shoot from beyond the arc. You have Trust Odia, who's, again, not an obvious choice to bring up the ball, but he has handles. He can confidently dribble. You have Darko, who, again, as you mentioned, is always that solid secondary option. And then Oliogu has always been consistent. So they have a solid team basketball foundation that you just can't compete with when you just go solo basketball. McGregor now fighting through contact. He will head to the line for 2. Not too sure who this is on right now. And it was actually called on Trust Odia.
Yeah, nice take there by McGregor. Get to the rim, force, get to the paint, and get the foul. They've done a better job of that in the second half. It's just they haven't been able to get the shots to fall. And I mentioned William Academy was having some struggles in the first half of getting their shots to fall. They started getting their shots fall, and now they're in a big time.
Darko with it. Over to Sacco. Oliogu. A beautiful pump fake. Got even me. Before the shot, though, Progress and Mafedon. Fantastic pump fake. That, I almost wanted to jump, to be quite honest. He almost got me jumping.
Foul there on Grant for Bill Crothers. Looks like they were in the zone there for that last possession. It looks like they have to match up. Oh, it's going to be a break in the coverage, wide open 3, and that's going to go down.
And Mafedon, nobody was on him, completely unattended for, and made it hurt.
William Academy in their own zone now, and they're with the force of turnover, sending 2 to McGregor, and they're going to get it. tough finish there.
It's a situation where that has to be something. It's either a block or a charge. Unfortunately, no call. Or fortunately, I guess, for both teams, there was no call. So now we have William Academy headed the other way. Darko over. Mafedon. Sacco. Easy left-handed layup.
Too big. Too big. Good position by Sacco, who's been a monster on the boards and in the paint all night. Not shocking to me that possession really in Sacco offensively down in the bucket.
Pass inside. Good left-handed layup. Off the backboard, but able to drain it. Shaq Grant.
Another good contest there from Sacco on defense. Just Grant was able to pick it up, clean it up, and put it back in.
Sacco hands it off to Trust Odia. Trust back to Darko. Darko step back. Off the back end of the rim. McGregor with it now. Hopefully looking to set something up on offense. Beautiful hesitation there from McGregor. Shaq Grant with a rebound over to McGregor. Back into the rim, Liam Shaw fighting for it. Still fighting. Again, Darko, massive threat down low. Can't seem to get it. We have headed the other way. Liam Shaw, beautiful pump fake. All alone. Unsuccessful from Joshua Stevens. Gets it again though. Good right-handed finish there from Stevens.
Yeah, that was one of the better offensive possessions for Bill Crothers. They created advantages, got good looks, and they crashed the offensive boards.
Trust O'Deal looking for someone to pass to. Trust takes it himself and off. That's a key example of not falling in love with the play. Look at what it gives you, but Sacco gets it right back inside. A Mafedon fighting for it. Sacco right off the rim.
Yeah, that was a tough Jacob McGregor turnover. He's had a rough game. Almost like there's been a limb on the rim for him. A lid on the rim for him when he's attacking down low. Been a lot of ISO ball for Bill Crothers overall. But when they start to move it around, they're able to draw contact just like they did there.
3 subs coming into the game. We have Moses Anvari checking into the game. Victor Akinyemi checking the game for the first time, if I'm not mistaken. And number 13 checking into this game for Bill Crothers, Maxwell.
William Academy up 20 now with 6:30 left to go. Pinnock at the line now, I think, has been one of the best players for Bill Crothers in this one, if not the best. He's really brought it defensively when there hasn't been much there for Bill Crothers.
Nice try there from Moses Anvari. Oliogu, all the time in the world, taking their time, setting up a play offensively. Bea over. Unsuccessful there from Hunt. We have a foul call. Oliogu again. We have a timeout call for William Academy. We're looking at a game where you look up at the score, 79-60, and it can be very easy to kind of think that, you know what, this is like such a strong deficit, we're not going to be able to win this game. But you just got to take it a possession at a time, because if you continuously make twos, make threes, and go back on defense and stop them, this game is easily winnable, or at least you can bring it back to a position where it's competitive again. But it can become very easy just to look at the score and understand, like, you know what, we can't make it right now. It's in a position where we're just not going to be successful, but I fear that Bill Crothers has kind of crossed over into that threshold.
Well, Bill Crothers was able to, they brought that zone back out, and they're getting stops. They're forcing William Academy to take these shots along the perimeter, and that's not something they were able to do in the first half. And they're forcing William Academy to take tougher shots when they're in that zone. It's just they haven't been able to capitalize on offense, even though they have started to look better defensively.
I fear that we're getting into that position, though, too, where they're just going to end up beating themselves. Basketball's a true mental game, and if you're not able to have the confidence in yourself and your teammates, it's not really going to bode well for you. So hopefully they can kind of snap out of it, get into a better groove that we've seen them play in the first half of this game. Moses Anvari pull up. Both of them going for the same rebound. At the end of the day, it works out for them. A foul was drawn. Shaq Grant headed to the line. He's got 2 shots.
To be able to draw a lot more contact in the second half and get to the free throw line, that's been one of the more improved areas for them in the second half. They just haven't been really capitalizing on those free throws.
I think one of the biggest things that I know I would look at after this game is just the amount of free throws missed, and I would obviously subtract that off of the score because that's one of the big reasons, I guarantee you, why they're at such a strong deficit right now. Early entry from Sang Pinnock. Basket didn't go in, but it wouldn't have counted anyways. We have William Academy ball now.
Yeah, that just represents how Bill Crothers' day has gone. Just can't get the bucket, can't get the lid off the rim. Unfortunately, it's just been really tough offensively. Even when they are able to get to the line, they aren't able to score.
McGuhunt, unforced error, but he runs back. Can't get the ball, though. Solid defensive presence, though, however. Akinyemi steps out of bounds. McGuhunt will inbound the ball to Kabeya. Hand off to Oliogu. Back up to Deng Makir. Trustodia. Trust, no one to pass to, takes it himself. Not even close to the backboard. Solid defense from Moses Anvari. Sang Pinnock now. Bill Crothers not really looking like they know what they're doing offensively at the moment. Good dish pass off the back end of the rim, unsuccessful. Solid effort though from Bill Crothers.
That's another good representation of how the game has gone for Bill Crothers. Wide open look, and they should have been able to put that down, and they just didn't go.
Good defense, taking it the other way now. Pulls up from the free throw line, unsuccessful. And we have an offensive foul called. Foul is called on Shaq Grant on the push.
I don't necessarily agree with that dribble pull-up, settling at the mid-range when you're in transition like that. Either get that to the rim or kick that out to an open shooter for 3. I don't like the dribble pull-up midi there.
Substitution into the game there for Shaq Grant. Cameron Otto checks in for Bill Crothers. Darko tries to kick it out through contact, though. A lot of hands. Taking it down. Beautiful block from William Academy. Sacco all alone. Kicks it over to Kabeya. Back to Sacco. Fakes. Far cross key pass to Darko off the front end of the rim. Ball goes directly out of bounds. We have Bill Crothers possession now.
Another decent defensive possession there from Bill Crothers. Forced a tough shot. They were able to get out and contest. Darko did get a decent look. Wasn't able to drain it, but Bill Crothers, again, just getting decent defensive stops, but just can't score on offense.
Just like that, we have a foul called on number 24, Ivani Kabeya. He actually, I know one of his teammates in Efosa Oliogu, who committed to Butler University yesterday, actually. Kabeya, who his graduation year is 2026, he received an offer from East Carolina University, number 18 on the Up Next Canada's top 20 list. So he's a very competitive player. Missed shot for Akinyemi. Moses and Vari fighting for it. Akinyemi got a hand in. We have a jump ball called. We're looking at William Academy possession.
William Academy Sacco, who's been great this game. He holds an offer from LIU. William Academy, you can see they just have more talent. They were more cohesive on both ends of the floor, and unless something major changes here, it looks like they're going to pull out the win.
Sacco fighting through it. Moses and Vari. Solid effort from both of them. We had a substitution there. Xavier Maynard checked in a little bit ago for Bill Crothers. Sang Pinnock trying to get his team going. Solo effort and a block from Dang McKeer.
Yeah, great timing on that by McKeer. He's able to use his length and timing there to send that shot into the, what is that, a stand? Like a stage?
Yeah, I think it's a stage, I think. It always seems to disappear, though, when it rolls there.
Another block for William Academy. Paint dominance all game has been one of the reasons they're winning.
We have an offensive foul. The tensions are getting high.
Looks like they're gonna have a hold down low.
We have a bit of a confusion. So basket counts, but there's 2 fouls. There's one that's going to be on Tristan Darko, and the other one is going to be on Jalen Sang Pinnock. And we have a timeout call from William Academy. Tensions are definitely high, to say the least, from both sides. I think the problem is that when you get into a position where the score is drastically in the favor of the other team, tensions are going to be high anyways. So I think any little excuse that anybody has to kind of switch into their favor, they're going to take it. But you can't get to a point. There's still the rest of the season to play. You don't want to get into a position where anything is threatening that, especially anything you do in one game. So.
Yeah, that's well put. I mean, I wouldn't be too happy if I was down 16 either, but William Academy, just pure, they used their talent better, they were more organized, they paint dominance, and they were able to really force Bill Crothers into nothing offensively. Like, they struggled offensively, settling for a lot along the perimeter, and when they were able to get downhill and get to the rim, they weren't able to finish because of players like Sacco, Oliogu, and McKeer really using their length and size to defend the rim, and that's been the story of this game for Bill Crothers.
We have a substitution. I think there was a miscommunication on how many fouls Darko had, but nonetheless, we have a check into the game. Number 3, Caleb Smith.
Still some more confusion. Looks like we're finally ready to go. Just under 3 minutes left in this one. Caleb Smith making his first appearance. He has the ball.
Try to go for the alley-oop. I'm still gonna, you know what, I'm actually gonna call that an assist.
Yeah.
We got Smith over to Oliogu, over for the 3 from McKeer. So McKeer trying to go from the 3 to the block. Really eager on that swing. Gets contact instead.
He wanted to send it back into that stage again like he already had done.
He wanted it really bad. As it stands right now, scores in favor of William Academy, 82-63, just under 2 minutes. Oh, actually, we are just over 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this game, so to say that it's pretty much buttoned up would be sufficient enough. But again, both of these teams are very competitive, so anything can happen.
Oh, this is a chance for the teams to try different stuff, get players in there who normally wouldn't play and see what they can do and just compete.
McKeer inside Sacco, fighting through contact. They called him on a travel again. What I think he's missing is the first step is good. It's every time he rips the ball to try to go through the defender, he ends up lifting up his back foot. I think it's a minor tweak that he can make, but something that he needs to make sure that he can fix for obviously going into the future here.
Yeah, I think it was good help by Bill Crothers as well. They had 2 on him. He was spinning into 2 to 3 guys there. You're normally going to get kind of tied up like that.
Good defense early. Check into the game as well, too. Caleb Smith making an immediate impact. up now. Victor Akinyemi, solo drive. No one to pass to. Taking their time now. Cameron Ears, inside pass to Trust Odia. Caleb Smith grabs it. 3. Beautiful 3-ball. Beautiful communication and solid effort from William Academy. We got a total of 4 subs checking into the game here. The 2 from Bill Crothers, number 43, Max Atia, number 10, Bevia Cabant. On William Academy, we have number 7 checking into the game, Miguel Hunt, alongside number 1, Stephen Farron.
Yeah, subs getting in here now. A little bit of formality here for the minute and 16 remaining. 21-point lead for William Academy. Bill Crothers had it down to 6 at one point in the third quarter, and William Academy was just able to use their defense and get out in transition and hit their shots, and that'll just about do it.
Farron with it now. Odia, solo drive. Way to get a hand in there. Akinyemi timed it perfectly. Jump ball, but we have William Academy possession.
Yeah, nice dig there by Akinyemi, getting down low and helping, able to get a hand on the ball, use his length and the timing to force a jump ball.
15 seconds on the shot clock here. Hunt to inbound the ball. Odia fighting through contact, grabs the rebound, can't get an extra hand on it.
Nice block there by Anvari, one of the best in the OSBA at doing that for a reason. Good timing, good athleticism, good length.
50 seconds left in this game here. Caban tried to get something going. One too many dribbles and dribbles it right out of bounds. Just like that, we've reached the final seconds of this game here. As it stands, William Academy took this one 85-65. 20-point victory. William Academy over Bill Crothers. Solid performance on both sides. I know the score doesn't really translate to that, but it was a solid performance for both teams. It was just William Academy who came out with it today.
Yeah, William Academy using their size to dominate down low, executed on offense, got good looks all game, and that'll about do it.
Again, final thoughts of the game. We're actually going to be doing a little bit of an interview, so stay tuned with us. But it has been myself, Sydney Holmes, Cody Wiles, coming to you with Game 2 for the 2025 Game of the Week.
to go.
Sit over there.
Wait, where do I sit?
We're gonna go over there.
You want to
so
sit
we're
down?
Oh, over here?
Yeah. We're gonna stand in front of the camera.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey, good game, Fosa.
Thank you. Oh,
Oh, I almost killed you. I'm so sorry.
Almost took the man's head off.
Jeez, not a good way to seal your victory, hey.
Okay, cool. We ready? Good to go? Sweet. Fosa, let's start with the game tonight. What do you think helped William Academy, the Vikings, to take the lead in this one?
I'll just say in the second quarter, we definitely came out with more energy, more defensive stops. I feel like defense controls the game. So I feel like, once we're locked in on defense, like the offense will come.
And we talked about a lot on the broadcast, but you guys play true team basketball. Like, there's not really a specific person at any given time who can't really bring up the ball. Is that something that coaches really instilled to you guys, or is that just honestly the given talent that you guys have on the roster to just kind of have that versatility at your disposal?
Yeah, no, I'll definitely say, like, we don't have the biggest team. So I feel like, a lot of people on our team can handle the ball. So I feel like, if I don't get the ball, if Tristan doesn't get the ball, there's other people on the court who can, facilitate and run the offense. So.
All right, you seem like a pretty humble guy, but I got to ask about your commitment yesterday to Butler University. You held a bunch of offers, so what made the Bulldogs the choice?
I'll definitely say they showed a lot of interest in me. One of the assistant coaches there being Canadian as well. So just that connection there. And then as well as, I guess they were pretty hard on me. When I went there, they really made me feel like, this is a place to be. So.
Great.
And you talk about yourself. I know you're comfortable now making the commitment. You know where you're going next year, but that still doesn't distract you from the fact that there is still a season to play now. So was there any kind of words of encouragement that you gave to your team just to kind of say, like, look, we got to focus on this season? This was a dominating win for you guys. So anything that you're really looking forward to as the season progresses here?
I'll just say, there's a couple of us. This is our last year playing basketball. We have like maybe 6 games left before playoffs. So I guess just leave it all on the floor. I feel like, these are the last games you're playing in high school. These are the most funnest years. So, take advantage of it.
Well, thanks for spending some time with us, and go join your teammates, have fun of the win, and congrats on the commitment and everything.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate
Thank
it.
you.